Years ago, I started a series on my channel called the 12 item work wardrobe, and today I've got a seasonal refresh, a little bit of an update as we explore a 12 item capsule for the office for summertime. And yes, this is all going to be completely work appropriate, and if you need more styling ideas, I did recently share a Substack on this, so I will have that linked down in the description box below. The capsule is comprised of 10 clothing items which all work interchangeably and harmoniously together, along with one pair of shoes and a really great versatile handbag. So for the first part of this video, I'm going to run through the 12 items that I selected, and then in the second half, I'm going to be sharing with you all the different ways that you can style these in combination together, along with some of the tips and tricks that I use whenever I'm curating a capsule of this sort. So we're going to start with tops, and I've got 4 tops here. We have a white short sleeved blouse. This one has a little bit of a drop shoulder effect, which I really like. It's in quite a nice fabric, which has a bit of fluidity to it, so it adds this real softness. Item number 2 is a knitted tee, and this is a great way to incorporate an item that maybe feels a little bit more casual and easygoing, a style that you would wear on the weekend for the office. Look for a more elevated and refined fabrication. This one here is 100% cashmere, so it would work more in those cooler summer climates. However, I think 100% cotton, linen, or even a silk version would be a great alternative to this, and I will link some options down in the description box. Now, a little bit of a caveat for the next 2 items, because I know no 2 workplaces are the same. However, someone who grew up in New Zealand and has worked in many corporate and very formal offices here in Australia, sleeveless tops are allowed, but we have a very hot climate. It gets over 40 degrees in the summertime. So if that is not appropriate for your workplace and you can use your own judgment for this, I would go for something that has a short sleeve instead. But for the purposes of this capsule, I'm going to be using what I have and what I would be wearing to a corporate office. So item number 3 is this beautiful peplum top. And what I like about this is, despite the fact that it is black and it's very kind of basic otherwise, it has this very exaggerated peplum detail which incorporates this element of style. And I think this is a really great way to sort of inject your visual voice into your outfits. Item number 4 is another black top, but this one's a little bit different. This is a slim fit ribbed tank, and it's got a bit of a mock neck, so again, necklines are different, and you can see the texture is the thing that makes this feel interesting, along with this very subtle split detail here just near the left shoulder. This is quite discreet, however you could wear another little tank underneath for modesty, which would allow you to have a little bit of a colour pop moment with that slit detail. Item number 5 is going to be this lovely exaggerated oversized sleeveless blazer. I really like this worn by itself as a top, or alternatively worn open as that third layering piece. Vests like this are a great way to add in visual interest and dimension to your outfit in the summer months when you really want to be minimizing the number of layers and items that you're wearing. Item number 6 is this beautiful blazer, and I went for something in a neutral color that I knew would work back with everything else in my capsule. What I like about this particular one is it does have a detachable collar. So this means that you have a little bit of flexibility, versatility with the styling. It also has this detachable belt at the waist, so you can either wear it buttoned up, almost like a top, cinched in at the waist with this lovely exaggerated peplum effect. Again, thinking about how we can add in shape to our outfits, or you can just wear it like a normal jacket. The final 4 clothing items I have are all bottoms. So we have these white fluid drape trousers. I have them here with a matching belt, but you could easily interchange these. I really love the fact that these have this lovely kind of waterfall effect here with the belt loop. Very, very classic design. Again, you could take these for work to weekend. Then we have this oyster colored pleated skirt. Now, one thing I always talk about in my capsules, and I almost always include, is some sort of skirt that's got movement to it. Pleats generally my skirt of choice, but I just love the fact that these add the drama. They just feel a little bit more exciting, and they have that lovely kind of movement, swishes around when you're walking. Then we have the matching pants to the blazer that I shared before. These also have that little tie detail here, but you could easily swap that out for a belt in a lovely taupe color. Very versatile, kind of goes back with everything. And then the final clothing item that I've included in this 12 item capsule is this black midi length skirt. So you've got the modesty with the length, it has pockets, it's again got that kind of interesting detail here with the belt loops, and it is very heavily textured. It's actually got quite a bit of structure to it. So just thinking about how I can balance out all of the different silhouettes that I have in this work wardrobe. And then moving on to the bag that I have included, and this part of the video does include a paid for integration with Oleata. So I have chosen their Coast Portfolio satchel, and this is really beautiful because it is such a large size and it is really practical, and pragmatism, versatility, those are some of the key values at Oleata's core when you look at every single bag that they have designed. If this color scheme looks familiar, it's because I actually have their mini anchor tote in the same colorway, but I love that this has the combination of the water-resistant canvas with the smooth vegan leather exterior, and the interior is this supple micro suede. Oleata calls this vegan leather re-plastic, and it's made out of recycled plastic bottles, which I think is really cool. It's kind of giving them a new life. Now I wanted to include the Coast Portfolio satchel as part of my capsule because of how versatile it is. So you can wear it as a standard tote bag, you can wear it as a shoulder bag. It has these lovely long straps, which means that you can fit it over even a really chunky coat. You could wear it as a crossbody bag as it has a wonderful wide detachable strap, or alternatively you could have it as a handheld bag. You can kind of scrunch it up underneath your shoulder a little bit like a clutch. It also has the pass-through sleeve detail at the back, so you can use this when you're traveling, a really good option for corporates, and the size of it is incredibly generous. It fits everything that you could possibly need. It fits a 16-inch laptop. You can also get a water bottle in there, your lunchbox, a book, notepad, pens, a little cosmetics case, all of the things that you could possibly need to carry with you for a day at the office. Now, while I'm technically not including this as part of my capsule, I also just wanted to highlight the mini anchor bag, which you can see fits really nicely inside the Coast tote. And this one here I've got in the black. Genuine leather, and it's this beautiful pebbled leather. This would be a great one to include in there if you want to put all of your essentials, so when you're heading out to grab lunch or something like that, you can just take this little mini bag with you. The leather on the mini anchor bag is waterproof and scratch proof, so very robust, and again there's 4 distinct ways to wear it. You can wear it as a backpack, shoulder bag, crossbody bag, and a handbag. And despite its small appearance, it actually has a very generous capacity. You can fit so much in this bag. Oleata are currently hosting their summer sale, so if either of these bags caught your eye or any of their other styles, you can get an additional 15% off using my code JamieOleata. All the details will be on screen and down in the description box, but just such a wonderful opportunity to be able to support a female founded brand, one that is making really high quality products that are designed with intention for the modern woman. They also have a great recycling program, so if you decide you no longer are wearing your bag, you can always return it to get credits off your next purchase at Oleata. And finally, item number 12, a great pair of neutral colored heels. These ones that I've gone with have a lovely block heel, so very, very sturdy. They feel very comfortable to wear. The leather is nice and supple, and they're actually suitable for wide feet as well. But something that's going to go back with everything that you've picked from a clothing perspective. Pointed toe or round toe, I don't really think that matters. Moving on to the outfits, I didn't use any particular styling tricks to put together these looks, instead just using the items as they were intended. And what you're going to see is that there are so many different permutations, that you have a really big variety of options just with a handful of pieces in your wardrobe. And this is why careful curation is key. So one of the first things I always say that you need to do when you are building your wardrobe, and it doesn't matter what facet of your life it is for, is to consider the color palette. Because if you have a really narrowly defined color palette, one that you generally stick to, you can always have the odd outlier, that will allow you to have maximum versatility because everything is going to be able to pair well together. I've gone for a really neutral color palette here of white, black, brown, and taupe, but I've said this before, I do not think that you need to stick to neutrals in order to build a really versatile and also work appropriate wardrobe. I have done some more colorful capsules in the past, and I'm going to try and link those down below, whether they're on my website, Substack, or here on YouTube if you want a little bit more colorful inspiration. So color palette is going to help you maximize versatility, but the second thing you need to consider are the shapes that you are incorporating and the different types of necklines, sleeve lengths, and also the fabrication and the weight of those fabrics. So you can see even just in the small variety of tops that I've picked, we've gone with different sleeve lengths, we've gone for different styles, and they also all sit on the body differently. So even those two black tops, they are vastly different in terms of their appearance. One having a lower neckline and also an exaggerated peplum hem, while the other one is a lot more covered up with the mock neck, and then it also is very fitted the whole way through. So it kind of reads as a basic but It's not basic because it's also textured. You can see this also present in the bottoms that I chose, both with those more flatter textures, but then also with the shine of that pleated skirt. It's in a champagne color and it kind of just bounces the light off it. It has a lot of movement to it. It looks very lightweight and wispy, whereas the black skirt that I've selected has a lot more structure. It has a much more defined shape, and then it also has this really tactile component because of that heavy texture. The third thing that I think is fun to do is play around with the different silhouettes and shapes that you get, and that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to include the peplum top as part of this capsule. And this is actually a great style of top to include if you are someone who is a little bit wider through the hip area, because it's going to make your legs look leaner and longer. I really like the way that this injects a sense of character into my outfits while still being very work appropriate. When I started working in a corporate office, I didn't want to have to compromise on being able to share my unique perspective on personal style, and I think that this is a nice way to do it while still being in line with corporate dress codes. And to answer the question of how do you manage having a really cool air-conditioned office with a very hot, muggy city, my best tip is to have some sort of a jacket or a layering piece, a cardigan, whatever it may be that fits with your personal style. Keep it at the office, have it in a neutral color, and then layer that over whatever it is that you plan to wear for the day. So perhaps you're wearing a short sleeve skin. I hope that you got some inspiration from this 12 item work wardrobe. I really wanted to focus on some really chic options for the office that didn't feel basic, that felt a little bit out of the box. I would love to know if you had a particular favorite look. Please let me know down in the comments section below. As mentioned, everything that I shared will be linked down in the description box if you want to go and check anything out, and I will try and link some alternatives where possible. Don't forget you can get an additional 15% off Oleada's summer sale using the code Jamie Oleada. Again, those details will be on screen and linked down below. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. It's not lost on me that we all lead busy lives, so I'm always forever grateful. If you are new and you want to subscribe, you want to see more styling tricks, ways to maximize your wardrobe and brand reviews, I would love to have you back, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. See you soon. Bye.